Minnesota's at least one of several states with laws that prohibit hanging items from a vehicle's rearview mirror or affixing them to the windshield on the grounds that they could obstruct the driver's vision. Do you see what she's doing? She's pushing the narrative, this guy's dead because a white cop saw an air freshener. Now, here is a perfect example and a related story to CNN. They are the show today. I read this article and I was shaking with fucking anger. It's a perfect example of how evil CNN is when it comes to race stories and how they are completely incapable of being objective, which they really don't hide anymore. Really, they do it in the name of making money. This is what the article says. Yes, police can pull you over for hanging an air freshener in your car. That was literally the headline about this shooting story. Moments before police fatally shot Daunte Wright during a traffic stop Sunday in a Minneapolis suburb, he called his mother and told her he'd been pulled over for hanging air fresheners from his rearview mirror. Really? Have you heard that anywhere else? Did the cops say that? We have the audio of the whole shooting, right? Unless before the cameras were turned on? But before the cameras were turned on, the door was shut, so they hadn't interacted with him yet. So how did he know what he was being pulled over for? I might be wrong here, but listen to what this douchebag wrote this out. It's now clear how much of a role the air fresheners played in the traffic stop. No, it isn't.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
Brooklyn Center Police Chief Tim Gannon told reporters Monday that Wright was originally pulled over for an expired tag, and that when the officers approached his car, they saw an item hanging from the rearview mirror. Officers they saw something hanging from his rearview mirror. They didn't say they questioned him about, maybe it's just bad reporting. I don't know. Officers ran his name because his registration was expired. They found a gross misdemeanor warrant, Gannon said, without providing additional details on the dangling item. But you know why they didn't provide additional details? I think you made it up, in my opinion. They didn't provide additional text about the dangling item or the warrant. He said the shooting appeared to be an accident. But Minnesota is one of at least several states. Now this is going to go into about fresh air fresheners. This is just fucking mind-blowing to me. Minnesota's at least one of several states with laws that prohibit hanging items from a vehicle's rearview mirror or affixing them to the windshield on the grounds that they could obstruct the driver's vision. Okay, but that didn't come into play in anything we've heard or read yet. But you're going to fucking write the next page on it. A person shall not drive or operate any motor vehicle with any objects. Do you see what she's doing? She's pushing the narrative, this guy's dead because a white cop saw an air freshener. Any object suspended between the driver and the windshield, other than sun visors, rearview mirrors, driver feedback, and safely monitoring equipment when mounted immediately behind, slightly above, or slightly below the rearview mirror. Such minor infractions have been questioned by black motorists and others who view them as a pretext for racially motivated traffic stop. Well, if you're a cop, right, and you got a computer there and they're saying be on the lookout for a red fucking Buick or whatever with license plate, blah, 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 because they have a warrant out for whatever, right? Yes, you're going to use something, but what I'm saying here is I didn't hear anybody mention about this freshener in all the press. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this woman is making it up, but she's taken the narrative. That's why this kid's dead, because we have cops who, yes, they pull people over. Even if it was a white guy, he had a warrant out for murder, they're going to use an excuse. I'll give you a best example. Fucking Al Capone. Got him on taxes. Think of it like that. And again, with his conduct on his Instagram videos, you know. We have concerns that police appear to have used dangling air fresheners as an excuse for making a pretextual stop, something police do too often to target black people, the ACLU of Minnesota said Sunday. By the way, the ACLU, I have labeled them a hate group. because they're the phoniest motherfuckers on the planet Earth. It called for an independent investigation into the shooting, the ACLU of Minnesota. Well, great.
Who gives a fuck what you think?
Police traffic stops because of dangling air fresheners have already led to several court challenges. In September 2018, police pulled over 2 black men in Chicago for having an air freshener hanging from a rearview mirror. During the stop, officers found weapons in the vehicle. Don't you think that's why they were looking for a reason to pull them over? You think it was the air freshener, or they had a legitimate reason? If that's a law and it's on the books, it's a legitimate reason. Sorry. And the men were each charged with unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. So they were both felons. So I'm pretty sure that was mentioned in their records, what the cops have. Do you get how it works? You can't just pull them over, although you'll report it that way. Driving while black. Yeah, with a fucking felon on your record, outstanding warrant. The men did not allege they were racially profiled. Even the black guys in this case said they weren't racially profiled. But they moved to suppress the evidence, arguing that the air freshener was not sufficient probable cause for the officers to pull them over.
Is it because we're black?
No, it's because we have records. If you were white, Chinese, or Spanish, and they said there's a fucking warrant out or the car was stolen. Last year, a federal appeals court ruled that the stop was legitimate, saying police had reasonable suspicion to believe that the tree-shaped air freshener obstructed the driver's view. Both men were sentenced to prison, not because of the air freshener. You see how it works? Unless you want to live in a completely lawless society. See, the criminals aren't playing by any laws or any rules. So you've forced the cops, right, to play by shitty rules. So the moral of that story is 2 dangerous guys, felons, who had guns in their car, a previous record for crime, they're off the street. Yeah, but what about their rights? Well, fucking air freshener got them. Sorry. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, listen up, okay? Hey, guys, we are looking for an assistant producer here on the Nick DiPaolo Show to help Jason out with a lot of stuff. We are looking for someone who lives in the Savannah, Georgia area, who has experience with video production and who wants to work in an environment where free speech rules and the boss is a handsome son of a bitch. If you're interested, please email Tommy at info@standupglobal.com. That's Tommy. That's who the guy you're writing to. And here's the link. info@standupglobal.com.